Right, on the back of our last video where my Z8 went wrong, the shutter guard came off the hinges, damaged the sensor, and
my 70 to 200 had those error messages.
Yeah, and now the update. Bad news. So I've had no update from my Z8 from
the update
Nikon.
is there has been no update.
So I sent it back to my camera store because it was still in their warranty, just under 6 months,
Right.
and they sent it to Nikon. The problem is they don't have the NPS, Nikon Professional Service, which is
The camera store.
Yeah, so they don't have the faster repair service, but I've been trying to get in touch with Nikon to tell them.
Couldn't you have sent it direct to Nikon in the first place?
Just in case, I think it's better warranty. Tried to get in touch with the camera store. They don't know anything. They can't get in touch with Nikon. So they say, here's all the reference numbers. You tell them your NPS. It might help.
Yeah.
I've tried calling several times. I've sent emails.
To Nikon?
Nothing. No reply. I can't get through. And it's been over 7 weeks now since I've sent it.
And you've had to do a few weddings now without it.
I've been really frustrated. I don't have my best tool to do my professional jobs and my wildlife. It's noticeably different. You know, I've spent a lot of money in this, and I can't. Really bad customer service from Nikon because I've got no update. It's been 7 weeks, and I've had nothing. So.
It's a bit like when I sent my 24 to 1.8 back. It took months, and in the end, they just gave me a new lens.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're not going to give you a new Z8, but they ought to.
I mean, I've been fine. I've been surprisingly busy over winter, and I've had weddings, music jobs. I've been using my Z6s. I've got the results.
Yeah.
But it's about the experience, and with the Z8, like I've said with the autofocus, it takes it away from me thinking about it, so I can think about many other things at a wedding, fast-moving thing. I can feel next step, what the lighting. Talking with the people, it saves me a lot of hassle and stress. With Z6s, they're fine. I'll get the results, but you know, it's the evolution, and I'm missing it because I've got used to the Z8 really quickly.
Yeah,
and it's a really expensive product, and it lasted 4 or 5 months before it went wrong. And now I've been using my Z6s, of course, and now then my Z6 II has gone wrong, which is in your hand now. So the back dial doesn't work anymore. And that controls the shutter speed, obviously, usually. But the irony is, I don't use it that much because I shoot in aperture priority.
Yeah.
It's the front dial that you use.
Yeah.
But I went to use it at a wedding. The bride was coming down the aisle, and I sometimes like to switch to shutter priority because they're moving. I don't know how fast they're going to move. I have it on 1/60th, but sometimes it's not fast enough. And I was thought, it's not changing. Luckily, it was already fixed on a shutter speed, which was good.
It was all right, yeah.
Thank God.
I mean, that is terrible, isn't it? So,
I know I should test my gear, but I never would have thought that the dial went wrong.
Testing it could be working before you go out and then go wrong on the day, couldn't it? So, and when you're using it all the time, you're effectively continually testing it, aren't you?
Well, this is the argument I'm having with myself here. That I've had it for 2 years. Is it just wear and tear that it's gone wrong? Should it go wrong in that time span?
Well, it shouldn't, should it? Surely.
But you've had yours longer than mine, and you've had.
Yeah, I mean they don't get as much use as yours, but I mean they've had a lot of use, and I've never had a problem with them from that point of view. I mean, what we're talking about, I mean, my 70 to 200, an update on that.
Oh yeah.
What we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Obviously, the day we took it out when we were testing your 400 for the first time on your Z8 against my 70 to 200, it just would not work. Full stop. It was depressing. Now. I'm sort of almost in the worst possible position because the next time I was already send it off for repair.
Yeah.
Next time I tried it, it worked. So what do you do? Because if you send it off, you know they're just going to say, "Oh, we can't replicate the error." Then we filmed a music gig between us, and I was using the 70 to 200 on my camera. And one of the times when I switched it on, I got the error. Turned it off, turned it on again, I think it went away. So the trouble is now, whenever I take it out, I'm always thinking, I need to take another lens just in case. And I haven't really got a great alternative to 70-200. You're going along to something, you're thinking, will it or won't it work?
That's no good, is it?
No.
You've got to have confidence.
Yeah.
We've paid a lot of money for this stuff.
I've lost the confidence in it, sadly.
And you need to go into a job or a pleasure, whatever you're using it for, pleasure or work, you need to have confidence that it's going to work and do the job that it's designed for. And we've paid a lot of money for this stuff.
Yeah.
it should be better.
So you've got to wait for your Z8 to come back now, presumably, and then send this off.
Yes. Well, I've done not, like I said, I've got no idea when it's coming back. But my workaround for that was for using it manually, because I need to switch it to manual and shutter speed. I used the dial on the lens. I programmed that for aperture. I reversed the front to back on the dials.
Because you can't use it for shutter speed, presumably. You can't, can you? So that's not.
Which I've actually one benefit is I've actually enjoyed using it as aperture on the Ring.
Yeah.
The problem is it's really sensitive.
But the trouble is, you're using two Z6s
different ways.
So it's not going to work, really, is it?
I've got to remember this one is doing this one. This one I've got to do this one.
No, it's not good. And we love Nikon equipment and cameras, and we've been long time Nikon users, but with those three different things that have hit us in a very short period of time, and the length of time it's taken, and you still haven't got any resolution to your Z8.
No.
And mine is in an intermittent error, which is just a nightmare.
I was thinking about this. The relationship is one of the most important things to have with your camera, because it's a confidence thing, but also it's about more artistically. You want to have a good relationship, rapport with your camera. Like, you've got to love using it.
Yeah.
And if you've got stressing about something breaking or it's not working, that's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, this channel is dedicated. It's basically a Nikon channel. We love Nikon stuff. We love using photography stuff. But we're not Nikon bashers, but we're not fanboys.
No.
So we're being realistic here, and we've really enjoyed your comments and been really interesting about the previous video because some suggestions about using contact cleaner carefully and
I did actually buy some.
Yeah.
And carefully use it, obviously, because you don't want to start spraying your sensor. Carefully use it, and that was before, though, we went to that gig when it failed once.
Right.
So, I might try it again, but
I don't really know what you can do about that.
No, I don't know.
So I'm interested to know how often these go wrong in any brand, not just Nikon, because it's not transparent.
No.
How often do Nikon cameras and gear have to go back to them with manufacturing faults?
And none of the manufacturers are going to tell you that.
They're not going to tell you that.
So.
They should, because then they'd have to up their game.
Yeah.
But they don't. And so it's kind of an unwritten thing. Maybe some of the big YouTubers or magazines or something should do a poll about how many of their customers have sent back their stuff under manufacturing warranty. I know wear and tear is always going to be the case. You can buy the most expensive car and your tyres are going to get worn out. But I think this is a bit different, kind of. So yeah, there's the update. Not good news at all.
No.
So I've got my Z8's gone, my Z6 is
ready to go.
So I'm down to my Z6i and my ZFC.
And I'm using my 70-200 every time I'm wondering whether it's going to work.
It's not good. So hopefully in the next video of this subject, we'll have good news all round. I think it happens more regularly than we think it does.
Well, I mean, I don't want to keep going over old videos, but I've had it on 3 lenses. You haven't had that problem.
I've never had that problem.
No, which is balmy, and I've had it on 3 lenses. So one of them was within a week of buying it. So it's virtually out of the box.
Yeah. So that's can't anything to do with wear and tear.
So.
But people will think we're not looking after our gear, Loz, because we've got all these problems. And I do look after my gear. I'm very careful.
So do I.
I always use best practices with everything.
Yeah.
So let us know again. Have you had any of these problems? What's your relationship been like with Nikon? But from people's comments, it's different for each country.
Yeah.
Because I would like a rental one that Nikon gives me to...
Yeah, like a loaner.
Yeah, to get me through.
Yeah.
They don't do it in this country, so I believe. Other countries do and things like that, and they different repair times. So yeah, let us know.